Hello, welcome to the Technical Writing 101 course at the Gehtsoft Training Center. My name is Nikolai Gecht. I am your instructor for these 3 days. I'm a Microsoft certified trainer and I've been delivering this particular course for more than 10 years. Now, I would like to ask you to introduce yourselves, uh, just a couple of words. What is your name? Where are you from? And what are your expectations about this course? You don't have to, but we all will appreciate if you do, because it will help us a lot. So, Ivan?
Hi guys, I'm Ivan Gecht. I'm CEO from Sparta, New Jersey, and my
Mhm.
goal is to improve my communications with customers and my colleagues.
Okay, welcome. Julia?
Hi, I'm Julia, technical writer from the United States, and I'm here to make our user documentation better.
Okay, thank you. Pavel?
Hello everyone, my name is Pavel Chaybanov. I'm product owner from Russia, Omsk, and I look for ways to improve my documents too.
Okay, Far Omsk, welcome, welcome from cold Siberia. Arkady?
Hi, my name is Arkady Berger. I'm a product owner from Raleigh, North Carolina, and I'm looking to improve my requirements game so I can communicate better with our technical team.
Great, welcome. Alexander? You are muted.
I'm sorry. Hi,
Yeah.
my name is Alexander Golovin. I'm a product owner. I'm from Omsk, Russia, and I want to deliver requirements to dev teams effectively.
Great. Thank you very much, everybody. I'll do my best to help you all to meet your goals. Couple of words about the logistics of this course. This is a 3 day class. We will meet 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. We will have a 5 minute break every hour, and we will have one hour break for a lunch at noon. In case you have connectivity problems, please don't hesitate to get in touch with our technical support. You also can always try to reconnect using phones, and if you cannot reconnect at all, don't panic. All recordings will be available at the end of the day, so you will be able timely pick up the part of the course that you have lost. You don't have to memorize or write down contacts or information on these slides. All this information are in your introductory emails that you received recently. Okay, now make yourselves comfortable. Uh, Please use the handouts that I have sent you. If you haven't printed them yet, it's good time to do that now. Please take notes. Please use the handouts to organize your notes. Please keep camera on. That would help me a lot. And please ask questions. It's extremely important to ask questions to have a productive session. We will use Miro whiteboard a lot, so I hope you all had time to check instructions on Miro whiteboards that I have provided before. Okay, ready to go?
Yep.
Good. Let's go. Our first module. It's all about the theory of information. And our goal is to understand what is a communication, what parts does it have, and why each of these parts is very important for us. Practically, we are defining a backbone for the rest of our course, because for 3 days, we will learn each part in details and learn how to apply it to make your communication effective and efficient. And the first question, of course, is what is a communication? A communication is an act of purposeful transmission of the information. Like the tango, it always takes two to have a communication. It always have a sender, a person who has the information to be transmitted, and the recipient, which is a person or probably a group of people who are in need of this information. It may be short, it may be long, but it always about the transmission information between a sender and a recipient. Now I want us to do a short warm-up exercise. We need to go to our whiteboard. By the way, at left bottom side or edge of the screen, there is a button frames. If you click on it, you will have the list of frames, and we will use this list to navigate between activities a lot. Now I want you to go to the frame called communication game. And what I want you to do is to give me some examples of communications and try to recall a shortest communication you have ever seen or heard. Let me give you an example. Right now we are communicating. I've been delivering a lecture to you. So my example, I take a sticky note, put it to the area, and this is my example lecture. I'm gonna to put a timer for 1 minute and let you do that. Okay, let's create some good examples of communication. Book, great. That's a great example of indirect communication. I'm glad that you conversation, interview, perfect. What else? Arkady, that's simply great. Sure, road signs are an example of communication between people who organize traffic and the drivers. And the stop sign is a perfect example of very short yet very efficient communication. Great. Thank you very much, everybody. These are great examples of the communication, and I like that you demonstrated a good understanding of the concept. But what is the information we are communicating? Information is just a combination of neural cells somewhere inside of our brain. There is practically no way how we can take it out of our brain and handle it to somebody else. So we need to somehow transform this information before we can transmit it. And that transformation is called encoding. And there should be an agreement between the sender and the recipient on how we encode the information. And this agreement is called alphabet. That gives us first important part of the communication. Let's discuss what are examples of such agreements, such alphabets, you know. Don't think of that as about just English alphabet. It's any agreement. So say some languages associate the whole word with one sign rather than a sound like in English.
Like hieroglyphs.
Hieroglyphs, great. And sometimes we communicate not textual information. For example, sometimes we communicate our taxes to IRS. What do we use?
Digits.
Digits, exactly, numeric information, and we use digits in the alphabet. For example, a composer may communicate music to musicians.
Musical notation, probably.
Yeah, great. And this is an example of alphabet as well. Are we good on this concept? Any questions?
It's pretty clear so far.
Is lingo as an example of an alphabet?
You mean that our professional languages, slangs, lingus, can we consider them?
Yeah.
That's a great question. Sure. Any agreement on how we encode the information is an example of an alphabet. So generally speaking, even the whole communication languages like English or Russian are examples of alphabet, and lingo, slangs, yeah, all of these are examples of the alphabet. Every time when, as an analyst or writer, you have to create a vocabulary, you are dealing with alphabet from point of view of theory of communication.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, you are very welcome. Uh, when information is encoded in the form of message, it needs to be actually transmitted. In order to be transmitted, we should have another kind of agreement now about the actual way of transmission. And this agreement is called a communication channel. What is very important to remember about a communication channel is that it is not an abstraction. Alphabet is an abstraction, right? But a communication channel is physical, it's a real thing. And like all real things, it is not ideal. That means that a communication channel may fail to successfully transmit our message. The message can be lost, the message can be distorted. And of course, the communication channel must be available for both the sender and the recipient. Let's discuss some examples of communication channel.
Phone, for example.
Phone, great. Uh,
Chat, like
chat,
internet chat.
chat, thank you.
Maybe like voice communication.
Voice communication is a good example of a channel. We deliver our message using our voice. Great. But
Brief printed book.
printed book is example of a channel for delivering printed information. And give me an example what would happen if our recipients cannot use the communication channel that it chose.
It just can't receive the message. It's like sending regular mail to blind person.
Yeah, a blind person would be able to read. Great. That's perfect example of improper communication channel to be used. Great. Thank you. Good to go? Because communication channel as a concept is not ideal, we have another part of communication very important. That's called delivery confirmation. So it's not enough for us to know that we encoded message and send the message and even it's received on the other side. We must make sure that the information that we have sent is properly digested and can be used as we intended. And the delivery confirmation is a step which is used to prove the information delivery. Mhm. That's very important to remember that it is our responsibility as communicators, technical writers, analysts, whoever, teachers, to make sure that information is successfully delivered. Uh, in the theory of information, there is two general ways how we can organize the delivery confirmation. If we have an interactive communication, we can ask for acknowledgement. It's not like asking, okay, did you get the information? Oh, yeah, we did. That's definitely not enough for us. The response must demonstrate us the proper application of the information that we have transmitted. For example, if our message was about proper use of English articles, the response must demonstrate us properly used English articles. That will be proof that information is successfully delivered. Sometimes the communication is indirect, like a book. We don't expect that we will be able to communicate and ask every reader of our book, right? And in this case, we are transmitting additional information, which is logically connected to the main information that we want to deliver. And this additional information helps the recipient to identify the situation when the part of information is lost or distorted, or even in some conditions to recover it. A good example, like in the book, we can provide the explanation of some things and then practical demonstration of application. Uh, the reader can lose part of this information, but when the reader will try to get it in the whole, it will help them to develop complete understanding of the information. Okay. I know that it sounds very complex, but we will spend plenty of time these 3 days learning how to properly organize delivery confirmation in our communications. Okay, so I hope it's not that scary like it sounds now. So let me put it all together. We have a sender who has some information. There is an agreement between the sender and the recipient about encoding of this information called alphabet, and we are encoding this information into form of a message. And then we use another agreement, a communication channel. By the way, in some sources, you may see it, it's called a medium. Mhm. Um, and we send that message over a communication channel to our recipient. Recipient decodes the information and then send us back a delivery confirmation in some forms. Mhm. Did we forget anything? Looks like no. What I want us to do now is to create a checklist that would help you to make sure in future that the communication that you will be handling and your vision and understanding of this communication is complete. Please, let's go back to our whiteboard and switch to the other frame, ABCD of communication. And I need somebody to volunteer to help me. Anyone? Arkady, thank you. What I want you to do is to fill these boxes with terms that we have just learned and briefly explain the reason why you chose this term for the explanation. Okay?
Okay, so I'll just use the acronyms. So I think the first one, let me try to type it. It's alphabet, right? Because we need to have a common alphabet, common language, so to speak, right? Agreed to. And then you told us earlier that we definitely need two to tango. So it's a sender and the receiver, right?
Or is recipient.
Recipient.
Mm-hmm.
Recipient. We need to agree on the communication channel. We need to have a common understanding. So I guess I'll put a channel here.
Super.
Right. And then final piece, I think we need to know if I send something, I need to know the recipient received it and then the received what I actually intend to send. So that would be a delivery confirmation.
Mm-hmm.
So A, B, C, D. I think we're good.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Thank you very much. That's a perfect explanation of all basic parts of the communication, which are extremely important for us to uh, make our communication efficient and effective. So, again, we have an alphabet, we have a sender and a recipient to choose the proper information to transmit and establish the proper agreements about encoding and delivery. And we need actual channel and we need to confirm that information is successfully delivered. So I should say that now you know everything what you need to be an effective communicators. I'm joking. uh, Great. Our next module will be about how you can identify and analyze the source of the information. So actually, we will start to work with the sender, judging our model that we have just developed. Uh, Okay. Now we have a break until 1 p.m. I will stay here just in case you have any additional questions or there is something that you would like to discuss in private. So please don't hesitate get in touch with me either now or even when course is finished. I am still at your disposal to discuss everything what is important about that. Otherwise, see you at 1 p.m. And I want to thank you all for your participation, your collaboration, and your positive attitude. It's a pleasure to work with your class. Thank you very much.